If you wish a job how rides the wavelength of the next, get employed by a company how combats cyber threats. Penal and malevolent hacker attack are infinitely resourceful and each day dispatch Roman viruses and some digital threats in cyberspace to cause devastation. Receive pay to gear these is on as cut end as you can receive. One growing subject in the box of cyber incident answer tackles the largest qualified and severe of these hacker attack, such who job for nationality states. The UK's GCHQ now estimates how 34 individual nations include severe, so-funded cyber espionage teams targeting friends and foes alike. The risk of these country-sponsored digital spies has been recognized so severe how the Intellect agent has nominated 5 firms victims can all on if they are trapped out by these rioters. We get named while human beings include a big flame and we go on in our hoses and try to put it of, says James Allman Talbot, Chief of Occurrence Answer in the Cybersecurity Department of B System. How captures the reality how, more than frequently rather than no, the flame team come to discover a house yet in flames. While it comes to cyber fires, how tool the hacker attack are yet embedded in a sacrifice's web and are yet hard to rob information or hole more than deep. In comparison with the flame facility, the B crew do not come in a shine of lights and sirens. They include to be more than covert. If the rioters include accessing to the sacrifice's electronic mail servers, the recent item you wish to do is talk it on down there, says Robin Oldham, Chief of the Cybersecurity Advising Experience at B, who is as well portion of the Occurrence Answer crew. Tip off the bad folks could quick them to exclude testimony or, if they include more than malevolent motives, close downward key system and kill information, he says. Instead of, response at first collect testimony to see how bad the occurrence is and how far the hacker attack include riddled a web. He's at the spot how the crew use the skills selected up for over careers. All of the crew include continuous engineering machine skills to that they include added specialties. Preliminary to work at B, Mr. Allman Talbot did digital forensic for the Metropolitan Police Force and Mr. Oldham has considerable expertise fleeing big facility networks. The nice news story on largest organizations is how they characteristically collect lot of data on their web and frequently it is anomalies in the roundwood how subject suspect operation. But how wide harvesting has a downward party, says Mr. Oldham. It can indicate we include a big sum of information to job in and analyze. In several cases how tool a few 100 millionth channel of log archive. One day occurrence answer teams get their hands on information of a sacrifice they begin analysis it to see which has happened. He's at the spot how the union subject of risk intellect comes in act. The involves knowledge the common assault toolkit and techniques of various hack groups. Nice risk intellect can indicate response hit the land fleeing, says Jason Mound, a investigator at safety company CyberInt. If you know how they work and expand these toolkit and use them to assault the infrastructure facilities you aware which to see and how to place the speak tail signs. In the history, nationality country hacker attack include tested to bury it themselves in a goal web and siphon off information slow. Penal hacker attack include a more than break and seize mind. They do it one day and do it large, he says. More than newly, he adds, it has got stronger to individual the spies of the cyber thieves. One sample was the assault on Bangladesh's centre banking, wide believed to include been transferred out bipolar Korea. It netted the swindler country on £58 meter, $81 meter. Ruski groups as well interval both of sides of the share. Several penal groups include been seen work for the country and frequently they use the toolkit obtained in espionage for some jobs. Same motivations of the groups include very be blurred of deceased, says Mr. Mound. Ascription, work out that team was over a violation, can be hard, says Mr. Allman Talbot, but spot how one assault shares characteristics in several other can manual the investigators. One common assault, duplicated puff bunker, desired to trade off companies marketing network-based services to big business community. Receive accessing to a facility supplier could indicate how the rioters later got at all its customers. Carefully studied by B and other, Puff Bunker has been accused on one of China's country-backed hack groups named as Suitable 10 and Rock Panda. Knowledge how they got at a sacrifice can assist complementary the hacker attack conduct on a web and show all the places how requirement clean up. Though in upwards to date intellect on assault groups and their selected methods, down there will yet be unanswered questions deserted up by an inquiry, says Mr. Alman Talbot. The joy of the job comes up for investigations, as the crew figures out how the bad folks got in, which they did and which information they got off in, he adds. He likens it to solution facility puzzles and problems with expertise, nice hunches, profound analyze and encoding skills. He's a stimulating occupation how routinely bestows continuous intelligent rewards. Down there are a lot of eureka moments, he says. The profound expertise constructed up by the response as they explore and pure up a violation can as well assist other how might not though aware they include been riddled, says Mr. Oldham. Down there are human beings how see the fume alarm signal go off and choose up the telephone and speak us how thing is incorrect. Down there's other how we go to and speak them how their building is on flame, he adds. Mr. Alman Talbot says several of the gratification in the job comes of help human beings and manufacturing lifetime on the internet more secure. Fair as in penal cases, down there's a actual feeling of making nice. We are studying incidents how include ill-struck these organizations. Down there's slight question how the job is just departure to more than essential as period goes on. The cyber-spies will not halt and are just departure to get superior at which they do. He's fair departure to get more than and more than facility, says Mr. Alman Talbot. He's the following shape of war. Figure by Karen Charmaine Chanakira.